Yes. Well, all the technique is working. I'm so happy. A very, very, very warm welcome from the Netherlands. I wonder where you are. Do you live in England or Australia or America? I'd like to know that. So if you could leave that in the comments later on the website, that will be nice. It's always very nice to see where people are from. We're going to talk about sleep disorders and how you can work with the MIR-Method to tackle them and to make sure they are out of your system. That's great, isn't it? Sleeping disorders are one of the biggest causes of diseases. So if you have problems with your health, then you really have to look at your sleep, because if you have a good sleep, your body can recover, can reset itself. If you have a terrible sleep, that can be the one main cause for your illnesses. Very important to address sleep disorders. All right, if you are new here, then a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to talk about a theme first. The theme of today is the sleep disorders. And then we're going to do the MIR-Method together, all 9 steps. And when we do it as a group together, it works more strong. So it works more intense for your body. And that may cause that you will heal more quickly, and also that your sleep will improve. If you have been here before, then thank you for returning, for coming back, and for joining me and the others, so that we can do the MIR-Method together, so that it works stronger, but also that we have a better radiation to the world outside of us. Because when we do the MIR-Method and we heal ourselves, we also heal our own environment, the people around us, but also worldwide. And I really strongly believe that that is one of the reasons we are heading towards a wonderful, peaceful, lovable world. So thank you for joining us. And when you are a MIR-Method coach, then I thank you very, very deeply, because it's very wonderful to have you working with the people that have problems with their illnesses. And you can use muscle tests to find out what is the root cause of these illnesses. And when you work with them, you can together get rid of those root causes. So I'm very happy for the MIR-Method coaches that want to work with the MIR-Method. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look at the presentation. Because usually I have like 10 different things I want to tell you. So it's good to have a presentation so I can concentrate and have some structure in the theme discussion. I'm going to show you different kinds of sleep disorders, because there are so many, and every one of them is quite complicated to deal with. First of all, not being able to fall asleep, of course, that's a huge problem for many, many people. I'm going to show later on how you deal with that using the MIR-Method. Another one is waking up at night and staying awake. Waking up and still feeling tired, so have a good night's sleep but still feel tired when you wake up. Then being woken up by somebody or something else. Sometimes people have, in childhood, they have a brother or sister who finds it totally funny to jump on the bed when you're asleep. That scares the out of you, and that doesn't help to have a safe and deep feeling of relaxation, because subconsciously you will have the feeling that any moment somebody may jump on your bed. Sometimes people see ghosts or people who have deceased. Many children are capable of doing that. That is also very frightful when they are not guided by a parent in a good way. And there are many people who have a house pet in the bed. And a house pet usually moves around in the night, and that wakes you up. So I really strongly advise not to take a pet in your bed. Nightmares is another sleep disorder, very terrible. When you wake up from a nightmare, you can do the MIR-Method instantaneously, so to get rid of the deep horror of the nightmare itself. Snoring, talking in your sleep, usually it's not a big problem for a person, but it is a big problem for the person sleeping next to you. And there is a funny thing about snoring. I found out that it usually means that somebody wants to say something that the person doesn't dare or doesn't know how to do in daytime. So when you are next to a person who is snoring, you can try to make contact with telepathy, find out what the person is saying. And you can also use muscle testing to find out what the message is from that person. Usually when you have completed the message, and when you know what it is, then the person stops snoring. Interesting, huh? Apnea is another sleep disorder. Apnea, I don't know how to pronounce it in English, apnea. And it is when people stop breathing in their sleep, and then all of a sudden they start breathing again usually with a kind of shock. And that's very disturbing for a good sleep. And usually these people are very tired in the daytime and very confused. They can't concentrate well. Worrying is a big problem with sleeping disorders. People cannot sleep because they are worrying. And sometimes people have a very deep sleep, and it's so deep that they don't move in bed. At night, usually you turn around and you move, but some people sleep so deeply they don't move, and that causes the muscles to be really stiff and aching in the morning. So that can be because of the very deep sleep. When you have a sleep disorder, of course you lack sleep, and then you may be falling asleep in the daytime, which can be dangerous. So that's another that's another effect of having a sleep disorder. I'm going to show you another, first this. The influence of a sleep disorder on your life. It is devastating. Look at all these examples. Banging your head, sliding off the stairs, sprain your ankle, dropping things, loss of concentration, making errors, car accidents, the body doesn't recover well, which can cause injuries, don't feel like being intimate with your partner, bad memory, short fuse, conflicts, depression. Now this is just a list that I could think of, but there are so many more problems that can come up because of sleep disorders. Would you like to give a number between 1 and 10 about your quality of sleep? And 10 is fantastic sleep. My sleep is 9.5. I have a very, very good sleep, and that is one of the reasons that I can produce so many things for the MIR-Method, because I can recover very good at night. So if you have given a number from 5 or less, you have a very big issue with sleep disorder, and you really should address it. I'm going to show you in the next slide what you can do with the MIR-Method. The title should be Causes of Sleeping Disorders. This is Dutch for causes of sleep disorders. Step 1 is acidity. If your body is too acid, far too acid, and that's caused by eating too much sugar or refined foods, then when your body is too acid, then it hinders the production of good sleep hormones. So that in itself can be one of the biggest problems. If you have too many sugars in your body, what you can start doing is try to make it less. So don't eat so much sugar, but drink water. Drink lots of water to counter it. The second one is toxins. If you have lots of toxicity in your body and you don't get rid of it, then the toxins may go into your brain, causing you to have lack of sleep, lack of concentration, headaches also, So with step 2, detox all toxicity, you work on getting rid of all these toxins out of your body. And it also helps with step 2 to drink water. Step 3, traumas in childhood. You get rid of them through detached father, detached mother. When you say detached father, you also detach all the other men in your life and boys. And detached mother is all the other women and girls in your life. You detach them, and together with that, all the issues, the sadness, the grief, the fears that came with it. So you let them out of your body. And that gives your body a sense of inner peace, which makes you sleep better. Step 4 is blocked meridians. That's very interesting. On the MIR-Method website, you can find articles, I think it's 2 articles about sleeping problems. And there you find the meridians and at what time at night they function well or don't function. So for example, between 1 and 3 at night, the liver meridian is active. And if it is having problems, you will wake up between 1 and 3 every night. So if you wake up every night at the same time, look at the meridians and find out which meridian is active in that time, and then find out what emotions are involved. So the liver meridian, for example, is anger or decision making, not being able to make decisions, or abuse and victimhood and jealousy. So find out what are the emotions that deal with this meridian, and then when you get rid of the emotions, usually the meridian starts to flow again. You can sleep again between 1 and 3. If you drink alcohol at night, you usually also wake up between 1 and 3 at night because your liver starts working because of the alcohol. So please don't do alcohol at night. Don't do alcohol at all. If you are at a party, fine, have a blast, have a party, and that's it. Alcohol is one of the worst things for your body. Step 5, food shortages. If you have you lack food, you lack nutrients, then your body cannot make sleep hormones. So it's very important to have the right nutrients in your body so that you can produce sleep hormones again. So please think about that one. If you have sleeping disorders, it may be because you have a lack of nutrients. With step 5, supplement all shortages, you immediately work on supplementing all these shortages. And it works this way, that when you do step 5, you will start to crave, for example, bananas. And bananas have this element in it which is called tryptophan, which is one of the things that is necessary to produce sleep hormones. Milk is the same thing. Milk also has something in it, I think it's tryptophan as well, and it helps to build the sleeping hormones. So step 5, when you do that, your body will start to automatically crave for certain kinds of food. So please follow these cravings for healthy food, of course, and then the nutrients will be supplemented. Step 6, production of sleep hormones. When you have, for example, traumas, your glands and your organs that produce hormones may function not so good. For example, the intestines, they produce hormones. But if you have, for example, fear of abandonment, when you have been abandoned, then your small intestine is having problems. Your small intestine won't function so well. And when you deal with that, for example, using the MIR-Method, then your small intestine will start to function again, produce the right hormones again, which will improve your sleep again. So step 6 helps you to improve all your organs and glands so that the production of sleep hormones will improve. Step 7, fulfill safety. Of course, when you have been hindered in your bed in sleep, when somebody jumped on your bed, or you were scared because of a ghost, or when you saw people who had died, that can be so fearful. When you do step 7, you fulfill basic needs, you fulfill safety, for example, and it gives you a very deep inner safe feeling, which makes you calm at night so that you can sleep. Step 8, if you are high sensitive, then step 8 is really wonderful, because when the chakras and aura are all intact, you may not have so many impulses from the outside. You may keep them at a distance, which makes you less vulnerable for all these impulses that are around you all day. So then, as a high sensitive person, you're much more stable and much more able to relax at night. Sometimes people even become less high sensitive because of this. Step 9, direction in your life. When you have a job and you're not happy, then you are stuck in a well, your mission is not clarifying. So you are not moving towards your destiny. And if you don't have a job, for example, or you don't have a purpose, then you are just wandering around in circles, and that gives such a feeling of not contributing, or not being useful, or not, you just don't have a purpose on earth. And that gives a sort of restless feeling, which can in itself cause these sleep disorders. So with step 9, you clarify mission, and you might draw in a new job, or you might draw in a job at all, or you might fall out of a job so that you can rest and be with your family. So it may be all kinds of directions. And when you find this fulfillment again, then you find this inner peace as well, and your sleep disorders may in itself, by only step 9, may dissolve. So there are many ways to address a sleep disorder, and here you see in the 9 steps of the MIR-Method, it's all in every step. Okay, I would like to do the MIR-Method with you now, so I hope you want to join me. And when we do it as a group, it works stronger. And also the people that watch this webinar later on, they can join in this group energy. So that's not a problem when you watch it at a later moment. Okay, let's do the MIR-Method. Caress your hands gently, softly, and realize that when we do the MIR-Method as a group together, you change something inside you, you improve something inside you, or you heal something inside you. That has an effect on the people around you. And that is a very small, but maybe very big, effect on the whole world. So the whole of humanity is benefiting from the fact that you are healing yourself. So please understand that you are very valuable. And I'd like you to put that into the caressing of your hand, just really gently, just understanding and feeling deeply how valuable you are. Okay, let's start the MIR-Method with step 1. Optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detach Father. Detach Father. Detach Father. Detach Mother. Detach Mother. Detach Mother. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. Yes. Well, thank you for joining me. I was waiting a bit until everybody was ready with yawning, because sometimes people yawn when they do the MIR-Method. Yawning is letting go. All right. I'd like to point out that there are 2 courses on the MIR-Method website. One is with all kinds of techniques, and I really would like to stress how important it is to know those techniques. One of them is a first aid technique. So with only your 2 hands you can heal burns. When you are in the kitchen working with pans and you burn your hands, you can immediately do the first aid with only using your hands and the MIR-Method. And there's a technique in there to treat illnesses from viruses and bacteria. Very important, and also important to know that you have to treat yourself every hour of the first day. And there's another technique, and that has to do with side effects from medication or injections. So please look at those additional techniques. And there's another course which is called Deep Understanding of the MIR-Method. So if you want to know how this method works and how it's all brought together, then look at the Deep Understanding course. It's on the MIR-Method website. Thank you for looking at it, and I hope the MIR-Method webinar of tonight has done you much good. I hope you're going to have a wonderful night's sleep. So maybe not the first night, but maybe the second or third night. I hope your sleep will improve. I hope to see you again within 2 weeks' time. I don't know what the theme of that webinar will be. I have to use my intuition for that one. So you will see it in the newsletter what it will be. I hope you will join me then again and do the MIR-Method with me together so that we can build this brand new world. I don't know if that's clever to say. Oh no, it's Brave New World. We're going to build a brand new world, a loving world, a caring world where we all work together in harmony. It's coming. I know it's there. We're very it's very close to us. We're going to see it in real life, in your own real life. I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for helping me realizing that, manifesting it. Thank you. I hope to see you again within 2 weeks' time. Until then, bye-bye.